Welcome to The Voice. My name is Adly, and I'm happy to be with you today. The question that I am going to ask you is, what's going on between the United States and Venezuela? What is exactly going on there? Because today we hear the word fighting drug or the war on drug. The United States said they are fighting the Venezuelian who are bringing drugs into the United States. And we know for a fact a lot of the drugs that come to the United States are not from Venezuela. That's one fact that we need to put aside. But the persistent on war on drug against the Venezuelan is what the United States want to make you believe today. But is that the truth? Is that the fact? Is that why the United States is attacking Venezuela? If you remember back then when the United States started a war on drug in the United States against black people, you remember what happened in the 80s where they said they were fighting drugs. They were, having a war against black people because they were, distributing drug in the United States and so forth. But when you look closely, what you realize is that the United States CIA or the FBI was the one dropping those drugs into the black community just so that they could take these people to jail so they could give them a record. But that went even further than that. It wasn't just about giving these people a record so they could mess up their life, but it was more about slavery. While they told us slavery ended, they continue to enslave black people in the United States, right? They continue to enslave black people. So when they come with the song that they having war on drug, it was just so they could put more black people in jail. Because what happened when they ended slavery was they created a prison. The prison system is a slave house. So what they did, they needed slaves to be in those prison systems. So what they did, they enslaved black people, or they would arrest black men and women and put them in those prison. And those prisoners, they would be taken to plantation to work for free. Sometimes they tell you they pay these people around 25 cents or 30 cents per hour. So they work in those plantations while they are in jail. So it's like saying they enslave, but they create a system to continue that. Today you realize that it's not only black people that they are taken into those slave plantation or into those prison house, which are actually slave house where they hold people that would be working for free for those good, I would say, big corporations and stuff. But white people also, the Caucasian people are also part of this enslavement today. You see, when they arrest someone, they put you in jail. You don't just sit in jail and wait for the day that you get out. You are in the prison. Then they work you out. They make you go to work in certain plantation for people, for those corporations that have money. And then they don't even pay the prisoners that much. It's between, 45 cents to 50 cents an hour. This is slavery. This is pure slavery, just like it was back then. But they claim that they end slavery. But in the United States, slavery still going. Just to get back to the fact that they say that they had a war on drug. But they had that war on drug. It wasn't for them to actually stop drug from distributing in the United States. But they had a war on drug so that they could arrest black people, put them in jail in numbers, both black men and women, and then use them as slave labor. That was the main purpose. So now going back to Venezuela, the war on drug that Donald Trump declared on Venezuela, for you who's listening to me or a person who might be a Venezuelan, do you really think that that war on drug is really about drug? Or do you think it has something deeper? Because a lot of time we don't think about the crafty secret that certain country would have behind their main campaign. For example, the United States, let's take whenever they want to attack a country, let's say when they were going to attack Iraq, they claim that they had terrorists over there, right? They claim that the Iraqis were the terrorists that hit the Eiffel Tower. Yet they know for a fact it was some people from Saudi Arabia. That's where those terrorists came from. They came from Saudi Arabia. Yet they attacked Iraq, claiming that Iraq was the reason. But when you look deeper, you see the reason that they went to Iraq was never because there was terrorists there. It's because of the natural resources. Okay? It's because for the natural resources. So they had the oil there they wanted to get. So they proclaimed they went to fight terrorists, but they did not really go there to fight terrorists. They actually went to fight, to collect the oil, to get the gas, the petrol. That's what they went about. That's what they went to the Iraqi for. Today, now, they said that they are fighting drugs against the Venezuelan. But I believe it is deeper than that. I believe what these people are trying to do today is creating a way so that they can get into Venezuela. So they can remove Maduro, who is the president of Venezuela today, so they can have access on the oil that Venezuela have. And we know that Venezuela has one of the largest reserve of oil today. And the United States were in Venezuela before Maduro, before the president that was there before Maduro also. So the United States were there. Many American corporations were in Venezuela using the oil for free, almost for free. Venezuela was not benefiting from it much, or the people of Venezuela was not getting much benefit from the oil that they own. Yet the United States and its corporation were benefiting from this oil. So today they want to remove Maduro just so they can get back into Venezuela, since America having a lot of problem in the world today. You have the BRICS system that is going on, that is slapping the American dollar, right and left. So they are starting to lose ground over the world. So their hegemony is losing power. So now they want to continue having stronghold over the world. So what they doing now, they attacking Venezuela. They claim they are fighting war on drugs, trying to blow up certain boat that coming from the Venezuelan coast to come to the United States, or any boat they see on the sea. But the fact is, they are fighting a war so that they can get into the Venezuelan land. They are not really fighting war on drugs. They are trying to get into Venezuela so they can get control of the oil. That's the main reason why they have that fight started. You hear that Donald Trump with his own mouth said he has requested that the CIA put up a program to try to find out how to get rid of Maduro. So they are trying to find out how to get rid of Maduro, place a new government so that they can get access to the oil. It is not about war on drug. It is not about drug at all. It is about the oil. It's about resources. It's about resources. Because most of the drug in the United States has been proclaimed to have come from China. And they did not come to the United States through the Venezuelan. They come through Mexico. So if they come through Mexico into the United States and they come from China, that means the war should be fought against the Chinese, against Mexico cartel. It is fought now. They are fighting the war against Venezuela, against Venezuelan people who are in a boat, 2 or 3 guys who are in a boat trying to come to the United States to seek for a better life. That's what they trying to do now. They killing those people on the sea just so they can come with a decision or with a plan saying, okay, now drugs are coming from Venezuela to the United States. they have no choice but to invade Venezuela and control the drug. And at this point, once they do that, then you know it's over for Venezuela. Just like it was before Maduro, before the president that was there before Maduro. You know, the corporation or the American corporation, just like those that were in Iraq, collecting oil, collecting all those other resources, they're gonna be in Venezuela, having their corporation there to collect oil and sell in the world market or in the global market. That's what they're gonna do. The funny thing is, the United States and many other countries like France, for example, if you remember Libya, let's think about Libya. Libya was a country in Africa that has, I would say that was most developed, almost one of the most developed country in Africa at that time. Then the French people come and said, oh, Libya is killing his own people, or Gaddafi was killing his own people, or he was, committing crime against his people. Then they had to remove Gaddafi from the government. What they did, they went over there, they killed Gaddafi, they destroyed the country. Today, what is of Libya today? What Libya become today? If you look at Libya today, Libya is one of the poorest countries in Africa right now. Libya has war still going on over there right now. Libya was split into pieces, where you have the United States take their pieces, the French take their piece, you have Israel take their piece, and so forth. So Libya has become a cake for those people to enjoy. And the people of Libya who were living a beautiful life over when Gaddafi was president, today are suffering. They are suffering. And you see, these people in the world, this government in the world, they're always trying to make you believe they are for the good of the people, but in reality, they never for the good of the people. So you, who may be a Venezuelan, do you really believe that the United States is fighting a war on drug? Or do you believe, or do you know that the United States is trying to get into Venezuela to get rid of Maduro, so that they can take control of the resources? They can take control of the source of money of Venezuela. That's why you see Venezuela is becoming so poor today. It is not because Venezuelan government is bad. That is not the reason at all. The main reason is because the US, after they get kicked out from Venezuela, got mad. They slam a bunch of sanctions over Venezuela, just like they do Haiti. Just like they do a lot of country in Africa. They slam a bunch of sanctions on those countries and then make them become poor. So if you cannot sell your product in the world market, automatically you become poor. That's what happened to Venezuela. When the United States was over there, when the American corporation were in Venezuela, they were able to sell their oil to the world. But the money that was made from the oil did not benefit the Venezuelan. It was benefiting the United States corporations. So when Venezuelan put out the US corporation, what happened? Automatically the US come and they put sanction on Venezuela. Then the Venezuelan could not sell their oil in the global market anymore. Okay? They could not sell their oil in the global market. So they become limited. So now, because of these sanctions, automatically the Venezuelan economy collapsed. But a lot of people will blame the government or the Venezuelan government without thinking. The main reason that they are becoming poor was because of the United States and the global market. They blame it on the government, but that's really wrong. It is the same thing for many countries in the world. If we take a good example of Haiti, for example, you see there's so many governments that come to power in Haiti from the time we become independent to today. And those governments would either be assassinated or giving a coup so that someone else could replace them. And those people that get assassinated or get coup d'etat, they always said these people were the bad people. But in reality, they were the one fighting for the benefit of the country. But the United States, with the CIA, or some other country like Canada, and you have France, they work together to destroy those different governments. For example, we have one government called the Massa Estime who was developing Haiti. And the United States realized, okay, if they let the Massa Estime develop Haiti, Haiti will get too far ahead in the world. So what they did, they used Haitian people in the country, the elite in Haiti, to remove the Massa Estime. And they placed someone who would be working in favor of the United States. It always be the United States, Canada, or France. They are always the one there controlling what's going on in the country. And then they would say, oh, these people cannot govern themselves. These people are not good. These people don't have vision. But reality is, they do have vision. They do have people who want to take the country from one place to the other. But those people would be killed. Let's take a good example of Jovenel Moise. That was recent, very recent. He was doing a whole lot of things in Haiti. Developing road, building hospital, building airport, building things like outside electricity. He was doing a whole lot of things. But guess what? He got assassinated. But they put the blame on Haitian who can govern themselves. But no, what happened? The United States, the French, the Canadian government, they put together and then they sabotage the government. They use people in Haiti who work with them to destroy the government. For example, you see any bank or any institution in the world that commit crimes or that participate in a crime against a person or a country would be called to court or do something about it, right? In the United States, the bank that financed the killing of Jovenel Moise is a bank right here, is a company called CTU here in the United States. Still today, you never hear anything about what's going to happen against CTU for financing the killing of Jovenel Moise. Those people that they sent to Haiti, those mercenaries that were sent to Haiti were sent by CTU. They are the one that sent those mercenaries to go kill Jovenel Moise. But what happened to this company? In the United States, nothing. You don't even hear anything. You don't even hear a due process that they calling these people in court and ask them questions. Nothing. Because the United States participate in the killing of Jovenel Moise because of the fact that he was developing Haiti, just like the Massa Estime, just like Dessalines when he gave us independence. He was fighting to rebuild the country. He was fighting to make Haiti become one of the prosperous nations in the world. But the United States and many other nations like France and so on, they come together, they control the same people that Dessalines considered brothers and have them assassinate him. The truth is, Venezuela is in the same boat today. And if the Venezuelan people don't stand together, it's going to be very sad for them. It's going to be sad for them. Maduro is doing its best, I believe. And, just like Hugo Chavez, that was before Maduro, he was doing his best to help the people. But guess what? They slapped him with a bunch of sanctions so they could destroy his government. Today, they're doing the same thing to Maduro, and they're using Venezuelians to help them destroy Maduro. And today you see that they're talking about a war on drug. But is it really a war on drug? Tell me what you think in the comment. And if you're a Venezuelan, tell me what you think. Do you really believe that the United States is fighting drugs? Or are they trying to find a way to get into your country to destroy it? Tell me what you think in the comment. I'll see you in another video. Ciao, ciao.